cause the one of them want this, baby. I told you once and I told you twice that I am the girls, them sugar. Now the girls them attack me and the girls them rush me because them are driving the Beamer. And the girls them flavor, I'm not. I am the helper, no helper. And a girl loves watcher, I want to hear her. And listen when the DJ I say, sim simmer.
We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio are alive with activity. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Big man Jarrett Allen challenges all high flyers at the rim. He said nobody likes getting dunked on. People call it a business decision. I don't think about that. My role is to be a rim protector, so I'm going to sacrifice for the team. Whether it's a block or a dunk, either way, I'll be on a highlight. It's a good way of thinking about it. Guys?
Absolutely, David. He knows his role, doesn't he? Thanks for that report. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. It's Mr. Fundamentals. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard. And for Cleveland, Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Sexton and Okoro are your wingmen. And it's Rubio in at the one spot. Now here's Green inside. Here's Gonzalez. Allen with the rebound. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And the basket by Rubio.
All the work put in to improve that perimeter game. Rubio knocks it down from deep.
And it's rare to find a young big man with such an advanced skill set. Mobley can handle the ball like a small forward, has a smooth shot and great range. Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. And as much as Mobley helps you out on the offensive end, Greg, he can get you stops as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's got great instincts with quick reflexes. Can slide his feet on the perimeter and has great timing as a shot blocker. I mean, what else do you need?
Now here's Allen. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Gonzalez against Allen. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Sexton. Rejected by Gonzalez. Dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Driving to the basket. Green with the block.
Draymond Green twice on the pipe, sends it right back to the shooter.
And another shot. Allen's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Gonzalez into the lane, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Okoro, covered by Wiggins. Here's the teardrop. Wiggins with the block. It's 2-on-1. Gonzalez, that's good. Gonzalez has got 11 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Greg, you were just talking about Oladipo. He holds a very high standard for himself.
Yeah, he's trying to reach another level every year. Wants to keep growing, making everything more consistent. And it's possible we still haven't seen the best of him yet.
He's checked in for Draymond Green. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Passes to Windler. Up top, Markkanen. Floats one. A rebound by the Spurs. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Here's Ruby following the bucket by the Spurs. No good off the front iron. Rose passes to Gonzalez. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
And powered down the jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And so it's San Antonio going into the break with a 10-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this. The hunger to improve defines all competitors. And Ricky Rubio expressing that sentiment.
We want more. We don't accept good. We want great or greatest. We're just trying to be better every day. It's never too high, never too low, but we know what we can be and we want to get better.
Greggy feels this team has plenty of untapped potential.
And I don't doubt it. And can Rubio improve? It's certainly very steady throughout his career, but is there another level he can get to?
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Spurs.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Iguodala. Victor Oladipo is out there with Rose. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Gonzalez in at the center position. And with the trade deadline behind us, Doris, some players who didn't get moved are probably breathing a sigh of relief, don't you think?
I think so, Kevin, because I think you can forget that these guys are human, that there are strong bonds between teammates. You start to become accustomed to the place you live and your family settling in. It's hard not to get emotional if you're traded.
And there's the drive. He gets it in there. Gonzalez has got 21 in the game.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends. And you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And here's Rubio. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana. Cleveland moving it around. Looking to end the run. Love, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Gonzalez, and the bucket is good. 3 Three-point play chance here for him.
That's his first.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The Spurs have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Derrick Rose. Here's Sexton. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Mr. Fundamentals really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Switch here. Green's checked in. And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. You take a look at the 76ers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And right now, the Spurs, boy, they are living the dream, continuing this improbable journey, proving throughout the year that they're the real deal.
Okoro with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Robinson against Sexton. Rejected by Gonzalez, and they'll keep possession. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Thomas. And that one is stuffed right through.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by San Antonio.
Pass to Gonzalez. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Sexton. Rejected by Gonzalez. And the block. Shot turns into a shooting foul, so the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Sexton.
Well, Colin Sexton has all the physical tools to be special in the NBA. He's got to sharpen his point guard skills. But if he works at this game, he's going to have a tremendous career.
And Sexton drops them both. Gonzalez against Allen. Gonzalez, that's good. Gonzalez has got 30 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's San Antonio with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. In our possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage that they've allowed. Well, that's not going to cut it, Annie. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Sexton and Okoro are your wingmen. Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Now, as you recall, Doris, there was a fair amount of criticism leading into the play-in tournament, but that quickly dissipated.
It did, Kevin, and the reason it did is because the play-in tournament is the closest we can replicate what happens at the end of the college basketball season when they get into that tournament that everybody loves. The fact of the matter is you've got a 48-minute game that is going to either advance or end somebody's season, and that kind of drama is so captivating.
Reverses. In deep, Sexton drops it in. Sexton's got 6.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
One word you can use to describe Jared Allen, Greg, is efficient. He doesn't waste his chances at the offensive end. I mean, like ever.
He's very smart with his shot selection, but don't let that take away from his defense. Allen takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Oh, my goodness. How good is that pass? When Isaiah Thomas is on the floor, what a leader.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Evan Mobley. Here's Sexton. 6 points for him. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And there's the pass to Windler. Misses the three. Spurs leading by 23. Here's Gonzalez. And that one, good. Gonzalez has got 38 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Sexton over to help. Wiggins passes to Gonzalez. And it's good, 2 points. Gonzalez has got 40 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Sexton kicks to Markkanen. Back to Sexton. Down low. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Sexton. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the night. Spurs have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Gonzalez passes to Iguodala. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. To the paint. Here's Gonzalez. Count that one. Gonzalez has got 12 now in this quarter.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Sexton's shot is good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Gonzalez. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's San Antonio riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for San Antonio, Iguodala out there with Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's Rose. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Wiggins in at the three, the small forward.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Mobley. That shot is off. Wiggins with some nice D.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Gonzalez. Count it, good. Gonzalez has got 16 points here in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Mobley. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
2 minutes.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Gonzalez. He's guarded closely. Rubio with the rebound. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Cavaliers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be an Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution. For your Cavaliers, Ed Davis.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. Baseline jumper. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Gonzalez, and he banks in the layup. Gonzalez has got 48.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. And he got it again. Sensational.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch this guy go to work this season.
Now he is pulled even for the second most 50-point games in a single season. What a year it's been for him.
And to match 30 games of 50 points or more in a single season, it's unreal. That was a number that prime Wilt Chamberlain established back in 1963. And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Noel. Covered by Wiggins. Noel, no good. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Gonzalez. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
Shooting 1.
One shot.
Here's Windler. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Here's Valentine. Robinson with the block. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And the call on the shot. Sends him to the line.
Foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Spurs. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so here's Cleveland. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together. You know, we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.